Hello, Smite fans. Welcome to game number 4. It's all on the line now for Aquila, fighting for their tournament life, fighting for that spot in Worlds, fighting for their chance at $1.4 million. But they have to go through Fnatic twice more.
That's right. And with that, they have decided that didn't work out. Back to order.
Right, yeah. So they've gone back to the first pick spot, putting Fnatic into chaos where, well, they have historically, as we mentioned before, last game been a bit more powerful out of the chaos side, but it didn't seem to matter in the last game there.
That's true. I mean, the way that Fnatic controlled that map front to back, it doesn't matter if they came off the side, honestly. Like, Fnatic just controlled
Well,
everything.
you know, you think really smart stuff out of Fnatic there. They drafted the Amir jungle knowing that they were going to start at red.
Yeah.
Right? So it makes a lot of sense.
What I want to see here, I think the thing that's going to really mess up Fnatic is they need to get off the tier 1 at 0 minutes and go into the jungle and fight.
Yeah?
I think they won't be ready for it. They're going to hunt around the jungle like normal, like they're at their mid tower, who cares what they're doing? They're going to come out of nowhere and get a double kill. Okay. They have to take the early advantage. They need it. Otherwise, Fnatic's going to Worlds.
Aquila plays great with that early advantage. I think, are they going to draft the Apollo this time? Like, you know, it was really powerful for them in the first couple games. Unicorn build seemed pretty good. Do they go away from Xaylia and say Xaylia has to beat us? You know, are they going to ban Mercury now? Like, what do? They can't ban Mercury, Vamana, Bakasura.
Mercury should have been banned to begin with. Sure. I don't know when we stopped banning and picking Mercury.
Right. Similar with just coming off of Twitter as well. Like,
where's Janus?
Right? Like, just like, yeah, no, Mercury and Janus.
Well, a lot of the pros are like, Janus is not that good anymore. And I'm just like, I don't think you understand how damage works.
Yeah, 700 damage is only good if it's 700 damage.
I can't breathe.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, how do you fight into that? How do you fight into the shotgun from Janus? But we may not see him in this tournament. Haven't seen him. No, we've seen him once so far in the tournament, but and it was perfectly effective.
Yeah, it was fine.
I mean, with the amount of like late game low Titan health that we've seen, Janus seems like a pretty good pickup to me. But Aquila starts off the banning phase here, and well, the odds of it not being Thor seem very low. And yes, away he goes.
I can't believe it. At all.
So let's see. Thor, which means that Nuon Vulcan are going to get banned out as well.
Vulcan ban.
My God. There goes Amir. So respect ban going the way of Frostyak. And finally, Nuon goes out. So no big surprise there. And that, of course, leaves open Serket, who has been not so great. 35% win rate.
And then incoming Raw Athena.
Okay, so Fnatic should win this game.
So Athena has won every game so far today.
Correct.
Wow. That's incredible. And what's crazy is Half Devil's not using that ultimate effectively. It's been pretty awful, in fact. Whereas in the first game, we saw amazing ults come out.
Fantastic ultimates, but his control and just his mechanical skills you saw, especially looking at trying to get that passive kill onto the retreating assassin was just a fantastic play from Athena. But
with Serket pick, though, this means Nemesis is off the table for them.
True, yeah. They can't put that into the support role. It also means that Fnatic can look at the Zhong'er as a potential, knowing that Nemesis is going to be very awkward to pick into.
That's true.
And Aquila, they're going to go back to the Freya and back to the Ares.
No.
Oh, boys.
I'm casting like this. Just tell me how the fights go.
And there is the third pick coming out from Fnatic here in just a moment. And, well. Yeah.
So Aquila has done well this tournament.
Maybe Aquila wasn't watching the last couple games.
Maybe it just wasn't them. Maybe that was mortality.
I feel like that they, just maybe it's a can't see the forest for the trees sort of problem here, right? They're like, they're looking at this draft, they know what they want, but they aren't kind of seeing that Raw Athena Nemesis Core has won every game so far. All 3 games have gone to the team of the Athena.
That, and they're already picking Ares, and by order side, this ensures that Comfrey is going to get counterpicked. Whatever he picks, Xaylia has an answer to. Right. This is a death sentence.
Banning out Aphrodite and Bakasura, respectively, are Fnatic and Aquila. And, well, Aquila, they have just 2 picks to make here. Fnatic will pick up what appears to be their Hunter and On Her to match with the Athena, and Aquila has to round out their draft now. And, well, they need a solo laner and they need a mid laner. So what did they get? And again, they have the Ares, so they have
Agni
pretty good front line. Yeah, Agni feels good here, I think.
He can't pick the Hell again.
Although we saw that Agni was not very effective against Nemesis in that last game.
I mean, Pretty Prime's God pool to me is Agni, Ra, and Vulcan. 2 of those are gone. He has 1 choice. If he goes into something else, maybe he has something in the pocket. But given the fact that they're not auto-locking it right now, I have to assume that he's feeling the hurt.
I mean, Isis is there. I suppose they can draft that as well, and they're going to look at it.
I'm looking at Ares, Freya, Serket. I mean, they have a lot of CC potential for the setup. Isis could help here. It's not going to DR them too much.
They locked in the hell again after... Well, they banned Bakasura, I guess, and but they left open Mercury.
You know, one of the weaknesses in Zalia's kit or pool, though, is he doesn't have a Chang'e. Chang'e would be a free win here.
He doesn't have a lot of mages, really, overall.
He likes physical.
Yeah, so what is he going to build? I mean, with the Nemesis there, granted, she's probably the best assassin that runs physical to go into a physical solo laner as well.
Right.
No. Okay, that makes a bit more sense than the Naja. He's going to hover over the Loki now.
Okay.
Great against Serket. Nah, not great against really anyone else.
I saw that Nasha, and I'm just thinking, like, you won't do it.
No way.
Only Cyclone can do that.
Also notably open is the Vomina.
Yeah, why
they'll take that.
Okay, yeah. Why wouldn't they just lock that in?
They were like, yeah, what do we take? Like Naja or a Loki? And then someone was like, hey, Vomana's open.
So here's an interesting point for Vomana. Generally speaking, a lot of Vomana players will level up the Umbrella Ring for clear. In this situation, it's more than likely going to be Armored Umbrella because if he does throw the Umbrella Ring, she heals in between the hits.
True. Okay.
And then just never does anything.
Yeah, you're right. The Umbrella Ring, however, you really see Umbrella Ring, the Armored Umbrella more often max against melees because you can harass them as they come in to get last hits. We'll see what he likes to go for. You're probably right. Armored Umbrella, the more burst damage oriented. Granted, it doesn't have the same wave clear. It's not as mana efficient.
Either way, it's getting healed, but it'll be less healing overall.
Yeah, less healing overall, or more chance of killing off, especially the back line with that Armored Umbrella. So, it's going to be an interesting one, and well, you got to like Fnatic's draft a lot more than Aquila's at this stage.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, not a fan of Isis, not a fan of Ares. I love Serket, I love the Hell pick, but the Hell pick here is going to be a little trouble. Granted, on the right side, there's no healing reduction here. And given the fact that they've drafted Funball, who should, for all intents and purposes, build Lifesteal, Zalia has a ton of healing, Shadow Nightmare has healing. This allows them to go into the Unicorn build.
Relatively... You know.
Oh wait, Ataraxia doesn't have the Unicorn build.
No, because he's Freya.
Which means no Brawler's Beat Stick.
That's right. I mean, he may get a 5th item Divine Ruin, but
I wouldn't. I mean, that's probably not a good idea in any shape or form.
Yeah, I mean, what else are they going to do? They're going to be relying entirely on Last Breath to do healing reduction and whatever Creeping Curse they get, but they can't. Where is it going to go? Ares basically has to have Blink Hog.
We're going into this. Aquila is down 1 game. They need 2 straight to win the set, but they've been in this spot before, Bart. Caught. Shoutouts to Brad.
Brad's the best.
So we're getting into the game, guys. He's yelling at us because he made a mistake again.
Even the Germans are saying blame Brad now on the production channel, which is just excellent.
So it looks like they might go off the tower here.
No, they won't. They're pretending like they're going to, just because they probably heard you say something about it. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and introduce your teams. The blue trunks out of the bottom side of the minimap and the left side of your UI for the second time up against Fnatic. I'm sorry, the third time up against Fnatic. They will be on the order side of the map. It is Aquila, Replikas in the jungle as Serket, Pretty Prime in the mid lane as Isis. Kanye Life matching up with the captain Ataraxia in the dual lane as Ares and Freya for their 3rd time so far. And Confrey is playing Hell in the solo lane for the 2nd time in this matchup. Their opponents today are Fnatic. They're wearing the red trunks at the top side of your minimap, the right side of your spectator UI. It's going to be Funballer, the captain, matching up with Half Devil in the dual lane as On Her and Athena. Frostiak in the jungle once again on Nemesis, where he was so dominant the first time we played this god. Shadow Nightmare gets a 2nd game in a row as Ra, which should help his accuracy out, but he has been spectacular as well. And that leaves, of course, the Nightmare Zalia in the solo lane as Vomana.
So, strangely, Zalia actually tanked the speed buff there, and what are they doing? They have their Hand of the Gods on cooldown already. I don't know what they're trying to do here with Comfrey being level 2 and having 4 abilities.
Oh, geez, yeah. They're going to try to fight into this. Here comes Frostiak. He wants to, at least force them off of it. Really? Shouldn't they just be looking for the reset here?
Dude, they're getting actually stomped on. Like, why are they just letting Zalia kill them?
Comfrey's out of mana.
Oh my god.
He blew everything just trying to get quickly to the lane and get that early blue buff, and they didn't make it in time. Granted, the reset comes out from Frostiak, but it's just good stall. And once again, we see the Hell just having a lot of trouble in the early game to deal with that aggression. Red buff, though. We have a fight coming out. It has not gone down yet. Who picks it up?
Looks like it's gonna go...
Did that go on to Kanye? Did it just disappear?
I think...
no, it's on Half Devil.
It's on Half Devil. Okay, so it looks like they did get it.
Wow, this guy.
It blended into her costume.
Yeah, he kind of had to have that position to try to get that last hit, and unfortunately didn't pick up the buff.
Frostiak, Hand 2. This is the reason that Hand 2 is stronger than Hand 1, guys. make note. They can go for the invade here. Granted, they stopped. I don't know why, considering Comfrey doesn't have any mana
because
left.
Kanye Life and Pretty Prime are rotating out of the mid lane.
Look at that. Look at that rotation from
Why is
Kanye
Ares
Life.
in the mid lane?
I don't know. Why is Ares in this game?
Is he gonna tri-lane the right side just so they can get a blue buff? I mean, they're just the experience left on the table is a whole lot right now.
They need to split. Kanye needs to just double jungle for a while and hope to God that Freya can do something by herself. As of right now, Funball, why is Funball so far ahead?
Because they forced Ataraxia out of the lane basically here. With once the Ares left, like what is she gonna do?
Well, he's 4. She just hit 3. That's probably partially the red buff as well.
Back camps?
Back camps, red buff. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot taken.
Yeah.
Funball really utilizing the map properly.
Yeah, doing an excellent job there. And well, let's take a look in at the right side here. So you're gonna see Xaylia versus Confrey is gonna be a
banish?
difficult test for Confrey.
I'm not really sure why Ataraxia just threw a banish over on the left side. Comfrey right now stuck under his tower. Does have his blue buff, of course, but then again, so does Xaylia. Both players a bit low in the mana department as we get a rotation into mid. Oh, look at that. Are you kidding me?
Both junglers at the same time.
Is he going to be able to get out of this? He dashes away. Pretty Prime doesn't have the follow-up, but man, Frostiak thought he had something special there, and he got hurt for it.
Yeah, indeed he did. And well, both junglers collapsed at the same time there. I mean, just, you know, circus timing, basically. Like, it's just like, sometimes it just happens. They both are there at the exact same time. Ward coverage advantage to Fnatic, but they were rotating off of that right side, so they weren't able to catch out that Replicas rotation. And, well, will he have any success here on the Circuit? You know, I feel like she hasn't been... this god really excels at, you know, getting 1 or 2 kills in the first few minutes to kind of really set her farm off, and that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, he's just picking the wrong targets. He's not getting the damage off. And, you know, honestly, it's probably a lot of him not using the passive. A lot of trouble here. Kanye Life going to get the first pull of the game inside the circle of protection, stunned out. Last Breath's actually going to apply it to the minions as well. Convenience.
Yeah, that is convenient. Look,
First blood,
ever
Aquila.
so slightly faster kill on the second minion after the first one pops.
Hey, and also coincidentally, that was likely, and this is a stat that I'm making up, the first Ares pull ever landed.
Yeah, first time ever made in Smite history. Frostiak, well, the shield's going to keep him alive for now, and I think there maybe we see a little bit of kind of why they keep on drafting this Ares, because if you pull a bunch of players with Ares into that Circuit last breath, like...
Oh, it's death.
Oh, yeah, full team.
Oh, it's guaranteed death, but how many times are they going to fall for the same trick?
Yeah, and how likely is it that you're going to actually get that combo? I mean, it's one thing to say we're going to banish into a raw snipe, it's another thing to say that we're going to pull members of the team into last breath. Nemesis found Circuit.
I mean, I understand why he would do something like that.
But ult, you mean?
Yeah, I mean, stopping the back, maybe try to go for the kill, but did he really think that he was going to get a kill there? Or you think he was just wasting his ultimate to stop the back?
I think just wasting the time. You know, you got to remember that ultimate does give Nemesis quite a bit of movement speed to fall back and get to the orange buff. I don't know. Whatever reason we're going to be able to come up with is going to be loose at best.
Yeah, fair enough. So rotating towards the red buff, we're going to see Replicas on the bottom side try to match pace with Nemesis on top. Frostiak clearing up the speed by himself. And again, not splitting that experience with Xaylia.
Yeah. Xaylia, much more of a laner. He likes to be in the lane. He likes to fight the player. Less so than optimizing his farm necessarily in the jungle.
Xaylia level 7 right now, matching pace with Confrey. Looking at the experience per minute right now, overall, it comes down to Isis and Hell are on top. Pretty Prime and Confrey are leading the pack right now.
Yeah, but it's hard to bet against Xaylia's Vamana. 29-5 so far in this game. I'm sorry, not this game. Oh, that would be really good. No, so far on the Vamana.
Misses the stun, though. This could be trouble. Shadow Nightmare. Yeah, he's going down.
Donk. Yeah, he does go down, but let's take a look at the blue buff on the left side here. A lot of contention coming out. Kanye Life gets knocked back on the Ares. Chain's coming out on the half devil. Actually hits one on the Funballer, and that could be pretty big.
He needs to chill.
As it stops his knockup, and yeah, they're forced back here as Frostiak's rotating in. They can't fight into the Nemesis as well.
You look at the beautiful rotations that Frostiak has had this game, man. Even with the fact that they're down 2 kills, Frostiak's rotations have been brilliant, and now, oh, Hand Z doesn't quite get it. Looks for the ultimate. They're turning immediately onto Ataraxia, who is not in a great spot here. Taunt not going to be able to deter. Replicas trying to find some kind of damage. Does he have his ultimate? No,
he used it in the mid lane to try to pick up that kill. Lucky to not die to Desert's Fury as well there, honestly. Pretty Prime, of course, used Wing Gust to try to fall back. Frostiak is going to return some of that damage. Silence coming out is going to be enough to slow off Frostiak and let Pretty Prime at least get back to tower, but not before taking a couple more in-hands from Frostiak there.
He's still safe, though. Right side, looking at Confrey, has actually gotten Xaylia's number here, but you're looking at the mana pools. Both of them have about a few. Xaylia has 2 spells. Confrey probably has 3 or 4.
And like strange plays there, like Kanye Life electing to not pick up the blue buff, leaving it to fall on the ground just to leech a little bit of XP off of the wave. Like, why not just take it?
Right, I mean, well, at this point, can he afford to go behind? Maybe he was trying to...
He's already behind.
Maybe he was trying to save it for Ataraxia.
No way.
Timers. I mean, sometimes you get lost in the heat of the battle. How long has this been down? Oh, man, I don't know, like 8 seconds?
The heat of the moment.
All right, so Snipe going off for no gain. They actually do not even manage to get too much damage off there. Right side camp gonna go, it looks like, to the boys on Fnatic. Left side, Aquila will grab, so an even trade.
But this early kind of slow-paced game is like heavily in favor of Fnatic.
Yeah,
Aquila, irregardless of the draft, which is a great word that doesn't actually exist.
I can't believe you just did that. I wasn't gonna say anything. I'm glad you brought it up.
Yeah. Just the troll you ran in. But no, so draft notwithstanding. Fnatic is just more of a mid-game, late-game team. Akila really thrives off that early game pressure. I've said it a few times during the commentary here. They're a team that wants to fight early and often, and they like to take good fights. One of the things that the teams always say about them kind of coming into this game is that the biggest strength of Aquila is their execution and the fact that they will almost never fight without wards, and if they do, they always roam as at least 4.
Yeah, exactly.
But here, I mean, they're just not finding it, and you draft Ares for early game pressure, but he has yet to be effective.
Oh, they got it. Funball's in a lot of trouble. Desert Fury is out, and a beautiful taunt will be able to deter Half Devil, the savior, the Lord. Funball, I'm sure, is counting his lucky stars.
Where is this pressure from Ares? It's just not there.
The thing is,
even this game, he's kept pace with Half Devil, at least this game.
Ares cons low damage, of course.
Right, yeah.
Take that away.
Oh, it does actually seem like it.
Yeah, right now it does, because every time he goes for something, Half Devil's like, no, stop, chill.
Yeah, and like Ares can't just walk forward into Desert Fury.
Speaking of walking fury, or walking forward, I can't believe that Shadow Nightmare just dodged that shot. That was incredible.
Yeah, now he's going to have the Athena out on top of him. It's going to force the Circuit out, and this could result in a Gold Fury for your Fnatic now. Not feeling too confident at this point.
Well, Xaylia has to rotate back over. He can't afford to miss that much experience with Comfrey already being level 11. This is going to allow free rotation for Comfrey. Granted, if they decide to go for the Gold Fury, he will be giving up a wave, but he just popped his heal to make sure he rotates faster. They're going to go for it.
Yeah, they're going to try to make a play here. It looks like, knowing that the Vamana just rotated over.
She dashed out.
Can they find Frosting?
Oh, where is he going?
Dashed away. Replicas goes in, finds it.
Oh, see you
that's
later.
enough. GG. Bye-bye. Thanks for playing.
I like the fact that he used the ultimate before he died, but that's not going to be enough. Circle of Protection is on the ground. 5-man rotation. Comfrey not going to be able to get over to that wave there.
Half Devil. He's in position.
No
gets the
way.
taunt. Does he have it?
Nope. Keela gets it. Half Devil in the air now in major contention of death. 2 chains going to be used. 3 chains thrown. Funball works his way over to the team fight, but keep in mind, he does not have his ultimate for 4 more seconds.
Look at the wards of the Gold Fury here. 2 sentries and 3 regular wards. Someone should go clear those out someday.
Well, with the Gold Fury, it pays everything off, yeah?
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
Yeah, but
each, each
sentry has...
sentries don't see each other.
Each sentry has 1 view of a regular ward, though. That would drive me nuts.
Yeah, I know. Well, how would you know?
I can see them on the map.
Well, yeah, as a spectator. We can see everything.
Not everything. I want to really know what Frosty X's thinking. I would like to see his thoughts written out.
Kill.
Death. Crap, I died, but I ulted first. Someone kill him.
Plays were made. Circuit, however, in this game, 2-0-2, doing her thing. Replicas, showing probably the strongest showing we've seen in the first 10 minutes out of the Circuit so far in this tournament. And he's not far off from the Jotun's Wrath at this point either, holding on to about 300, 400 gold in hand, which only needs about another 500-600 to go ahead and finish off that Jotun's Wrath.
Speaking of gold in hand, 1,600 for Hell right now, who's already sitting on the full boots. Breastplate of Valor going to be finished up pretty soon.
Yeah, it should be. Although with an advantage, I'd love to see Warlock Sash out of this god.
Yeah, I love that item on Hell. I mean, it just makes her so impossible to kill.
I'm looking for the Adventurer's Blade on Hell. I think maybe one of the most underutilized items on that god.
So listen, you want a Warlock Sash? What does that give?
Warlock Sash, HP.
HP, right? So you said Adventurer's Blade for Wing Blade. Yep. What does that give?
That would give you cooldown reduction and HP.
And HP. So it sounds to me like she should build Meditation.
For that percentage?
Yeah, boy. Plus healing, extra mana. How many times have we seen Comfrey out of mana this game?
Several.
That's Hell.
Yeah.
She can use it, but she has to be tanky.
Once the ultimate starts getting, stacked up, and the HP5, I'm sorry, the MP5 starts getting pretty serious. And
you can't see it, but I'm kind of dancing.
The amount of mana that Iron Mail, I'm sorry, not the Iron Mail. that Breastplate of Valor, 550 mana. Like, she's not running out of mana much anymore.
You also get a percentage of mana back. Hey. Turn up. So mid lane, we're going to see Pretty Prime rotating back to try to keep Frosty at bay, who's doing a great job of allowing his mid to rotate. They'll split some experience. Level 11 Shadow Nightmare, now level 12, rotates back in. But Pretty Prime already level 12. Experience per minute right now, far and away ahead. Has about 60, 70, or actually 50 to his name over per minute. But still, Comfrey is just blowing everyone out of the water.
Repicas, he's hunting on the left side of the map here, looking for a jump in onto Shadow Nightmare, but not finding much yet. And, well, DM, let's talk quickly here about the Nemesis versus the Serpent.
Okay.
One of them has gone Death Toll, the other one's Bumba's Mask. But
one of them just used his ult, actually, as Comfrey's in a lot of trouble. 3-man rotation over, which is very smart at this stage of the game. Comfrey not quite going down just yet, does a lot of damage. Repicas going in, he has a chance to get a kill here. Where's the last breath? He throws him down, but why on the half devil? Yeah, why not onto Z? Healing reduction! Destruction!
Oh, man.
Repicas the god!
Wow, what a play there. We misjudged him. You know, he had all 3 stacks of that passive up onto that Athena, so when the first hit came through, the percentage HP taken off. Repicas finds a big double kill, and, well, Xaylia, smart enough, you know, decides that, you know, I can't really move back towards my teammate. I kind of have to just sit here and let this one kill me. I'm dead.
The healing reduction, I can't even feel my legs right now.
That was pretty amazing.
Incredible. Oh my God, Repicas really showing the power of Serket there. And you know what? Repicas played that amazingly. There were some minor misplays, of course, but I'm giving just as much of that effort to Comfrey, who before he went down healed himself twice, rotated a lot, and did huge damage.
Yeah, bought a lot of time. And yeah, that last Black Stance 3 Repulse, I believe, doing a lot of damage there. I mean, his player damage just got padded really heavily there, 4,000 dealt.
Oh my God, what a beautiful play. Aquila coming to play this game, not quite ready to shut this one down just yet. 4,400 gold in the lead, as well as 6,000 experience. That Gold Fury is really playing well for them at this point.
So before those kills onto Serket, that double kill there, which really accelerated her XP, she was about a level and a half ahead of the Nemesis, and that's kind of the difference between a Death Toll and a Bumba's Mask. Granted, Nemesis is going to hit a mid-game timing a little bit better, all things equal. But
I didn't even notice that.
The experience is going to go a bit in favor of the Serket, and that's what you're seeing here. But now it's even more dangerous because Nemesis isn't going to get that advantage in the mid game. Not only has Serket exceeded him in levels and now farm also, but has the Jotun's Wrath completed while it's just the mace out on Nemesis. So that's a pretty big disparity. While normally a Nemesis is not worried about a Serket really at any point in the game, now they have to respect Repicas' Serket.
Oh, in the back line, Kanye Life gonna throw some chains out. Shadow Nightmare feeling the pain there. It takes about 40% as the Gold Fury spawns. Right side, we're gonna see Xaylia going for the tier 2.
He's gotta get tier 2 here to make this worth it.
Oh, they reset it. Oh, Aquila with a big drop there.
Here comes the Athena ultimate on top of Frosty. Kanye Life taking a lot of damage. Can they burst it down for the pull? They cannot. He pulls them in, and there goes a detonation on the ultimate from Isis as well. Kanye Life, Frosty gonna try to spot him out. They'll get him in D, but Repicas finds a kill on Half Devil on the backside, and he's gonna continue forward. Shadow Nightmare could be in some trouble here. No, it's a brilliant Aegis coming out, but it's not enough yet. Frosty go down as well. Another double kill for Repicas, and Xaylia. No, actually made the call to try to rotate here. It's a Gold Fury with no trade.
Where is Xaylia going?
He tried to rotate to mid, but then realized
he just backed.
Yeah, what is he gonna do?
Push the mid lane, do something, get experience.
He likes the right side too much.
Very clearly. Huge play right there for the boys on Aquila. Take 3 for just their mid laner and another Gold Fury extending their lead up to 5,000. Fnatic on the ropes here.
Yeah, these boys are quickly becoming men here as they're battling for their tournament life. Down 2 games to 1. It is a best of 5, so 3 games is enough to take it. 9 kills to 4 in favor of Aquila. If you are just joining us, it is game number 4, and it is 14 minutes, 55 seconds into the match here. Aquila holding about a 6,000 experience lead and a 5,000 gold lead.
You know, and don't by any means count on Fnatic. They got first seed for a reason, and that 5,000 gold difference can shrink off of 3 kills. I mean, 3 kills, 2 towers, and a Gold Fury will just snap them right back into place, but they've got to be careful. And Xaylia needs to choose. I mean, the waffling that just happened, take the tier 2, rotate and fight, push the mid lane, choose something.
Yeah.
He didn't do any of the 3. He rotated halfway, stopped in the mid lane, and went back.
I think that maybe the confusion came out at the same point that we had a bit of confusion where it's like they reset the Gold Fury.
That's true.
Right, and then he's kind of like, well, I'm like halfway to the mid lane. Let me just go there and farm the wave a little bit. Do they reinitiate? And then they do, and then he's like, well, let me just finish up the wave real quick and then try to get over there. But at that point, the fight had already happened. It just put himself into a very awkward position.
Pretty Prime's Isis has been incredible, by the way. And I think if you're going to pick Isis, this is the kind of team comp that's going to play benefit. Because Kanye, he's not getting those pulls, which means the DR is not going to affect it. Meaning she can use the silence, she can use the stun effectively and not worry too much about what her teammate's going to have as a detriment. She's using the circle of protection perfectly. Oh, Shadow Knight there, being cute.
He was just clearing the wave, and Pretty Prime just was in the wrong spot.
Don't walk into the wave, guys.
Don't stand next to the wave. But luckily, they have, well, the best healer in the game.
Ataraxia getting a little bit greedy, forced to use the beads there. That is a level 2 bead, so that's going to be a pretty long cooldown. Yeah, 140 seconds, 130 now remaining on that. So, yeah, he doesn't have a lot of time. Right side, Helen Serket, they're standing at this blue buff. They're, they have pretty heavy ward coverage around this. They'll see Zaylia coming, and well, Zaylia's gonna, no, Zaylia's dead. Oh, he's very, very...
Too much burst.
Oh, wait, maybe not.
Damage reduction, yeah, he's dead.
Ooh.
Athena's gonna make it
Oh my god, it's one tech. He got him.
Oh, no, he got him, okay. But the poison didn't get the kill, so they won't be able to really dive Half Devil there.
They almost got it.
The poison hit him, it probably would have gone in as well. Kanye Life's gonna use the ultimate, but Shadow Nightmare's gonna beads that one away, not having it at all, but that speeds down for Ra.
But it is level 3, only a 90-second. In fact, still has a shorter cooldown than the beads from Ataraxia.
So, yeah, that's okay. They'll take that one. Also, that Ares ultimate downs this next team fight. Not quite as dangerous for Fnatic, but still dangerous nonetheless, as their Vamana is not getting a lot this game.
Underdogs moving into the tier 1 tower. Half Devil gonna find 2, getting a random beads out of Pretty Prime, who also takes the ultimate for Frostiak, who is getting blown up. Circle of protection is used, and the tower strangely still stands.
And why is Kanye Life still in this fight, sitting at level 12? Granny's ahead of Half Devil, but
I told you before.
Ares has not really shown his strength. He's just getting turned.
Yeah, man, just gotta go in.
He is 0-1-4 this game, quite a bit better than last game, and he is fairly tanky now. Let's take a look at his build, actually. Interestingly enough, I wonder if he's getting some points. Now, it's the 5-1-4-2 build right now at level 12, so very standard. Not doing anything. No shenanigans like maxing out that aura.
Oh, huge spear ball just barely misses Funball in the backline. They're diving again, not aiming for the tower. Half Devil super low. He separates himself from the team to make sure the poison doesn't get spread out. Repikas very low, will go down.
And now charging forward is Zaylia. He's already found 1 kill here. Yeah, Repikas jumped the gun there a little bit, went a little too deep.
Maybe, but I think the really big misplay is that nobody covered the dash option from Athena. If they had just covered his wall out, they would have stopped the poison, ensured they covered that entire area, but they let him get through. They spread the plague to the wrong area, not getting the damage they were looking for. But it's really refreshing to me as a caster, an analyst, and even a player to finally see Serket players using that poison for the intoxication that it can do.
Yeah, I'm waiting for them to start ulting minions and kicking them into those towers and sieges like this. Frostiak's gonna take a good bit of damage here, but moving forward is Funball. That's very aggressive with the on her.
That's a death.
Is he gonna get bursted? Yes, he is. Kanye Life with the ultimate. It's gonna be enough, and they've stacked up 3 there as well. Going down quickly as Fnatic. Frostiak falls. Kanye Life still here. Zaylia trying to find the kill, but he's gonna get healed up now. And the banish is there. Zaylia is gonna get chained out. No more dashing for you, sir. No beads available, but he still just has sprint, so that's okay.
So fast. Little baby run away. And he's gonna be forced out. Zaylia looks like will be backing Shadow Nightmare, though, does have enough mana to deter. We're gonna need to see them start rotating around and taking other things. I would have liked to see Pretty Prime go for the right camp there. I feel that was a waste, but shout out to Repikas for making the proper decision to not only get the mid camps, but to ward up as well.
Yeah, Gold Fury coming back up here in about 15-20 seconds.
How is Repikas full health, full mana? Did he just die?
Yeah, he died.
Okay, he died and came back. Okay. I'm just like, geez, hell is broken.
No, she doesn't grant mana also.
Yes, she does. Her passive, it gives half the aura to her teammate.
Yes, it does. Yeah, that's cute.
OP, ban.
Yeah, that's right. Well, it's going to be one of the limited wins that Hell has had in competitive play for some time, but Gold Fury has started up here, Brandon.
Half Devil's here. Kanye Life trying to shut this one down. He needs to find, doesn't look like he gets the chains. Half Devil gets in for free, and they reset.
Yeah, they have to. It's just too much to try to deal with that Athena. The taunt is just really, really powerful. Kanye Life doesn't have beads to shrug it off, so his positioning had to be like just spectacular or anything, but it's an awkward use of that weakening curse. Fnatic gonna be able to walk that one off.
Honestly, if that tower wasn't there, that could have been different. Kanye Life is in some trouble here. Spear Ball, actually, I was gonna say isn't gonna land, but geez, perfect shot in the back. Frostiak takes a huge chunk there, and Hell, of course, runs back in and heals the team up like it was never even happening.
Look at the ward coverage here from Fnatic. They really don't want to let this one go. 2 sentries blown on this as well. In comes a Circuit. She's going to get the
trouble.
ultimate on the half devil. It popped, but it didn't find anyone else. So pulling in is Kanye life. They were a little bit off the mark. They almost executed that like huge combo we were talking about. Zaylia continues to move forward, wants to find the kill on Ataraxia. Pretty Prime throwing an in-hand's not going to be enough. The heal from Hell is going to dissuade him, and now he's in a lot of trouble. Can they get the chain slow out? He's going to try to clear the path here. Circuit leaping forward, dashing forward, stunning him out, and down goes Zaylia. He just hasn't been able to get it together here, and Aquila is really, really not keen to the idea of losing in this tournament.
I can't remember the last time I've seen Zalia's baby die.
Yeah.
Let alone 3 times at 20 minutes.
He's only got, what, like 4 deaths on Vamana throughout the entire league?
I'm sure production can help us out down the line here with that one, but either way, right now, that was his 3rd death. 29-5, not counting this.
Yikes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so almost over half of his total deaths now in this game on Vamana.
Shadow Nightmare.
He's in a bit of trouble. Ooh. He's dead.
That, you know, that the Aegis is such a double-edged sword because you have the one part where, where did he go? Oh, he went over to the left.
Yeah, he was just just getting out while Funballer splits, but they're going to take a tier 2 in the mid lane, which is going to give them a lot of map control. And
what are they doing here? Fire Giant or the Phoenix?
Fire Giant.
Hell's, I mean, with that down, I mean, can they get in there? Do they have time for this? Pretty Prime, let's take a look at the cooldowns here. Circle of Protection is up in 8. We probably won't see it for this Fire Giant rush, but it is getting burned down. 50% here.
They got it, no problem.
45, 40. Yeah, Half Devil's working his way in. He's going to be blocked out. That's guaranteed. Fire Giant's going to go the way of the boys on Aquila, extending their lead up to 10,000 gold, 12,000 experience, and now
10,000 gold.
4 minutes of nonsense. Though, hey, it's about to shrink. They got the tier 2.
Anher's going to pick up a couple thousand gold for his team here.
And I like this, honestly. I think this was smart.
It's the best play you can make.
Yeah, I mean, they've got to take something. That's one of the big differences between mid-level teams and top-level teams, and that's if they take something, what can I get out of it?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, you have to
rotate to
use
solo.
the map.
Yeah, you rotate to solo, we take gold.
And that's why wards are so important.
That's right. You can tell where everyone is. And, you know, I think one of the very underrated skills is using the minions for map vision. Like, okay, they're not in this area.
Right.
Plain and simple.
Not farming, yeah.
It's very important. You need to figure out who's farming, who's not farming, what they're doing, what spells they're using. You can keep track of all of it. Bart's being a menace. Left side mid camps go down to the boys in Aquila once again.
Well, you know, they're continuing to grow their lead. They're going to pressure the tier 1 on the left side as well here. And there's just, I mean, look how fast it's falling. There's just nothing that can be done right now. Deathbringer Titan's Bane finish for Repicos, and that Titan's Bane is what's bringing down that tower so fast. Plus, the added physical power from the Fire Giant buff. And yeah, that build is, you know, he only has 4 items, but like, does he really need anything else?
Honestly, if that was me, I probably would have sold the Bumbas there to pick up Fist.
Yeah. Or just picking up another dagger, just another 5% crit.
Yeah,
Why not?
5% crit. You know, that's a big deal. Get that Malice started. You know, it's important. So it looks like they're going to rotate to mid 3P. Oh, no, they're going to go for the tier 2.
I think they backdoor tier 2 here.
Yeah,
Why not? It's free.
They're all taking very awkward paths. Where's Freya going? I don't think Ataraxia understands what towers are for. He threw Pulse like in the middle of the lane.
Yeah, I saw that. Maybe he thought that. Oh no, they counter warded.
Oh, did they? No, that was a regular ward.
They didn't. Yeah,
that was a regular ward. They lost that anyway.
How bizarre.
What a weird situation, but that's a lot more gold. We just said it was 10,000. They then lost 1,500 of that, but now it's back up to 12,500.
Yeah, this has been a very dominant game now from Aquila. It's been very back and forth. I mean, it's been just domination followed by, you know, repeat domination on the other side. And
we've not had a real close game between these teams yet. And if Aquila can continue on this path, that pattern will sustain into the end.
Even with the double spear, the magic stuff, you know, they're not playing like the most efficient game possible, but it's working just fine.
Yeah, well, I kind of like this though, because if they get one hit off each, and then it randomly in the back line, Isis lands a spirit ball.
That's true, yeah, and Confree will spread it out across multiple targets where Atarax is single.
The Void Stone though on
That's right, yeah, that's what I was kind of getting at as well. I would have rather see the Void Stone. It has a lot of synergy, especially because she built that breastplate.
Right,
exactly. You might as well tank her up a bit more there. And the Pen Aura helps out quite a bit as well, and you know, it would help out the Freya, whereas here with the double spear of the Magus, she won't be adding to Freya's damage potential, but it will be helping out Isis quite a bit.
Frostiak is level 14, and Half Devil is level 12. Ares is really good, just pick Ares.
Yeah, there you go. I guess this is why they kept picking him, because
eventually
sometimes it's going to work. And here it's been great, right?
He's been slamming poles, man.
Yeah.
And I don't understand how. They have like no CC.
I think
what are they using beads on?
Repicos.
Cobra's Kiss, has to be.
Yeah, it's got to be Repicos.
So they split it here. Fumball's off to the left, but they don't have the minion coverage.
There's wards in the mid lane.
Fire Giant's only 45 seconds. If they're going to fight, they got to fight now.
What are the odds of that?
What are these double sentry right here? I guess one of them's about to wear off?
Ward life. Yeah, you got double wards in the middle lane. No, both of them placed within just moments of each other. And then right in the center of the mid lane, you have both of them with regular vision wards right there just to give good vision of that Phoenix and where the rest of Fnatic is for Aquila. They're going to try to pressure this left side, but they seem a little reticent to try to move in and take this Phoenix. But with the chains coming out of the Half Devil, they can't really jump, though. That's the main difference between the Ares. He's a frontliner. Oh, the 3-man taunt, 3 beads for... No, that was a Hell Cleanse.
Yeah, well, Shadow Nightmare also just barely missed his ult because of it. The issue here
no, that was all beads. That was all beads. That wasn't a cleanse.
That was all beads?
All beads.
Okay.
I mean, she threw out a cleanse as well, but they had all beads. A little miscommunication there.
Kanye's tanking this tower. No one's doing damage. This is the weakness of Freya. This is Freya's only downside is she is just horrible on objectives.
That in her early game. Which is just, not an early game really. Her level like 1 through 3 is pretty strong. It's like her level 4 through 8 is pretty
right, when on her's clearing the wave in one hit. Rebikos going deep here. Ooh,
no,
doesn't find it.
Slow is real. But yeah, they just can't seem to break the base.
35 seconds until Fire Giant comes up, guys. They need to make a decision here. If they're going to go for the Gold Fury, that means their timer might be a little bit off. They need to back here and set up.
Well, here we go. Red buff is, just going to take away some experience. Yeah, why not? Falling back, Gold Fury's up. They should not back before just picking that up for free, boys.
No, I definitely agree. I agree with them. Fire Giant's up in 15. They need to get back, spend money, and rotate over. They need to use the gold.
What do they get out of that? They get a Pestilence rank 2. They get a Silver Talisman. They get a little bit of lifesteal into the Freya.
Enchanted Trinket.
And they get, which is...
Oh, right, Pyth. It's Ataraxia.
Yeah, Pythagoras piece for Ataraxia. And they get maybe the short sword on Serket, most importantly. They're a little bit more crit for her.
All right, so Fire Giant's up, and nobody is even close to this thing.
No, they're all... Fnatic still just exploring their jungle.
Oh my god, they just saw 4 people walk over a ward. That's GG. That's GG for the Fire Giant.
Yeah, they know that there's going to be no contention there. And, well, Fnatic's just discovering that their jungle's been farmed out. Right? That's what's going on here. So, well, it looks like this one very similar to the last game, in fact. I mean, 16-5, really similar score.
Yeah.
Very similar amount of pressure around the map. The only real difference here is that a Tier 2 was taken by Fnatic.
Honestly, I can't believe how well the Ares is working out. In the beginning, it was even bad. And then all of a sudden, they're just landing these pulls. And they've been amazing pulls. He'd hit like 3 or 4 people, and he's pulling 2. Like, I don't think I've ever even seen that happen, but look at your mini-map, guys. You can see a very weird rotation coming out from the boys in red as they're trying to keep their wave push. Confrey smartly using that heal to keep them out. Half Devil's gonna find 2, but no damage.
He's been just so good in this game. I don't think he's had like almost no taunts in a team fight that haven't hit at least 2 players. They've all been multi.
There's just no follow-up.
Yeah, Ataraxia pumping in limited magic damage, and now the slow comes out and goes Frosty. Can he find Ataraxia? He can't because Repicos is there as well. But now it's Repicos' turn to run as in comes the Athena. Let's check into the mid lane, though. We're fighting in the Isis ultimate is Aquila. And, well, they're going to get burst healed back up. And with Confrey there to continue healing, then what are they going to do? Spirit Ball.
800 Spirit Ball. There goes Shadow Nightmare.
And Ataraxia, while not being so great on the Freya taking towers, is
Body block, boys.
Quite fantastic at taking out players.
I think that's it.
And that should be it indeed. Just Xaylia and Half Devil alive. Xaylia is not going to be able to do enough.
No ultimate?
Without that ultimate available. No spread damage. Half Devil not going to be a big enough threat. Titan starting to fall very, very low here. Aquila, they have lost to this, though. But it is game over in favor of Aquila, and they're going to take this one to game 5.
This is what I expected. I expected a game 5 coming out from these two teams. They are very evenly matched. They know each other's playstyles very well, especially given the fact that Aquila will not leave that tier 1 at invasion time.
They're not interested in fighting at level 1. And to be fair, they don't really draft level 1 fight teams beside the Hell. Right? She's the only one that's really a good level 1 god. Yeah, chains are pretty good. Yeah.
All right, so
Repicos.
We're going to talk about Serket. So Serket is balanced and fine.
10-1 and 7.
It's completely fine.
First game Serket's won so far in the regional tournament, yeah?
No, Zero's won 2 yesterday.
Oh, he did win. That's right.
That's right.
SK picked him a couple times. So Repicos fine.
So is this the big one? Oh,
2
my
double
God.
kills here. This play is
all right, guys,
just fantastic.
Just watch. So he gets Half Devil, who's super high, gets a huge Deathbane, and then swings this back. Xaylia makes a misplay here by stopping his own healing. Last Breath stops healing, jumps in deep. Minions pick it up. One of the nastiest double kills I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, that one is up there with the 4v1 last kills that he got. But here, we'll see the second double kill coming out of Repicos, and, well, it's in fairly similar fashion here. So they reset the Gold Fury, and you look at the mini-map.
Look at Xaylia.
Yeah, that's
important. Look at the right side. Look at where the baby is. But here comes the pull, and they nearly get this executed perfectly. But dashing through, doing a lot of damage, and then Half Devil's going to fall to the poison as well. Pop, he goes. And, well, the second one's going to come as he chases down Shadow Nightmare, who does pick up pretty fine before he goes down. The Aegis is there, but it's just not enough. Not even close. As the damage comes through on a Frosty, that he actually gets a kill on dashing through, and they get their, I believe, 3rd Gold Fury of the game off of that fight. So we're going to go to game 5, Bart. Game 5 in set number 1.
If I was one of these players, I probably would be. I'm almost puking for them right now.
Yeah, there's a lot on the line here, and it really all comes down to this. And it's been very back and forth, right? We've seen picks be extremely effective, and then in the next game do nothing.
Yeah.
Look at Famana and Raw in the last game from Fnatic.
Look at Athena.
2 and 3,
Nemesis.
2 and 4 respectively. Athena 0 and 6. Nemesis 1 and 4. And those gods were guaranteed wins for the first 3 games of the set.
You know, just because something loses doesn't mean it's not going to win the next game. Plain and simple. I mean, gods are very strong. Tier lists change hourly. I mean, plain and simple, like, there are so many minute differences in, you know, where our wards. A ward can change a tier list matchup. It's very, very important to know these kinds of things. And you can see undefeated Athena, undefeated Nemesis going to this game just got bodied.
Do Aquila have anything left in the tank? Any more pocket strats to bring out against the more experienced Fnatic here in LAN? Game number 5 up next. Winner goes to Worlds. And, well, if they're able to defeat the Latin American and Chinese teams that they have a bit more experience over, that's about $300,000 in their pockets, guys. We'll see how it all shakes out in just a few moments.